My name is Joshua Lafazan, and I'm both privileged and honored to represent the 18th District of the Nassau County Legislature, which of course encompasses Muttontown, so I'm privileged and honored to represent all of you here today. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. What's a bigger privilege for me is to serve as today's Master of Ceremonies, so before we begin, I'd like to invite up the people of the hour. We'll go one by one according to my list here. We have Chris Economou, come up and join us. We have Brian Fagen. Dr. Sudha Prasad. And I think that's it. Did I forget one? Can we make a round of applause for our new mayor, Dr. James Liguori? Thank you very much. Of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize we have three mayors in attendance. Mayor Dan Sirota from the village of Brookville. We have Mayor Elliott Conway just down the road from the village of Upper Brookville. And as of this Saturday, I'm a repeat act here. I guess I have a lot of free time. I'm swearing in that man right there, Bob DiNatale, as the mayor of Bayville. So this is a very cool day for me, as my worlds are kind of colliding here. I'm 24 years old, so just a few years ago I was in high school with a couple kids named Liguori and Economou. So when James reached out and expressed interest in running for mayor, I thought he was talking about his son Alex. Continue the millennial trend of getting involved in politics, but being a naturally curious millennial, I spoke with James for over an hour a couple months back. I asked about his plans for the village, his vision for the future of Muttontown, and about our potential future partnership of mayor and legislator. However, what I was most curious about was the team of running mates he had to my left. You see, this coalition, this team of Liguori, Economou, Fagen, and Prasad is special. Folks, it's really special. And I knew it from the start because James's voice articulated a true affection for these just wonderful human beings I'm proud to call my friends. Those of us gathered here today have a true understanding of local government and comprehend the notion that our village governments are only strong and effective when they are unified. I'll say that one more time. Our village governments are only strong and effective when they are unified. So I want to end with a quote that I believe epitomizes James, Chris, Sudha, and Brian. And this quote underneath a picture of a turtle, it reads, "Behold the turtle, for he only progresses when his neck is out." And I think that's truly profound because you all stuck your necks out for us. And I want to give you a round of applause. You all stuck your necks out for us. And folks, we know running for office is not easy. It's not easy for the candidates. It's certainly not easy for their families or friends. But you stuck your necks out because you care. You care about leaving behind a better Muttontown for the next generation. You care about public service and delivering transparent democracy to taxpayers. And you care about each other. And I want to help guide one another, and I want to help guide you to be the best elected officials you can be. So my one piece of advice, as Anais Nin suggests, life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Don't be afraid to have the courage to do what's right, even when it may seem unpopular. Don't be afraid to have the courage of your convictions and to speak your mind. And lastly, don't be afraid to have the courage to ask for help, because I'll always be just one phone call away. Thank you, everybody, and we'll now invite, thank you very much. Thank you. But it's now a much more exciting portion. We're inviting up Ethan De Silva, Gianna De Silva, and Dylan De Silva to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
actually, it's a pretty cool segment of the event. Also, I want to invite up a special treat. Can we give a round of applause for Ishan Prasad to lead us in the Star Spangled Banner? Where's Ishan?
We're not going to get a starting note. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was unbelievable. Thank goodness. Thank goodness Mayor Sirota has a sore throat and we had to call on a pitch hitter. Thank goodness. Another round of applause. That was incredible. Thank you. So now we're going to start, obviously, the moments that you've all come together for, which is the oaths of office. We're going to do these individually, and when the trustees and the mayor takes their oaths of office, we're going to ask the family to come up as well for the photo op, if that's all right. So our first trustee to be sworn in will be my friend, and actually it seems like everyone's friend, Chris Economou. I don't think I've ever met somebody with a bigger heart than Chris. You speak to people from all different backgrounds and walks of life, and there seems to be a common denominator, and it's that Chris Economou cares. He cares about his home. He cares about the well-being of others. He cares about his clients, and he treats them like family. And of course, his wonderful family here today is a testament to that big heart. And I'm hoping this kindness will get me out of a few speeding tickets in the future, because he's also our incoming police commissioner. So please, can we give a round of applause for our new trustee, Chris Economou. And to save taxpayers' paper, I'm going to read this off my phone, and remember that when I'm up for re-election in 2019. So I'm going to position you guys here, and sure you guys want to get in the group shot? You guys come closer? Sure. All right. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Chris Economou,
Do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York
and the Constitution, state and laws of the State of New York
and the bylaws of the Village of Muttontown,
and the bylaws of the Village of Muttontown.
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
I will faithfully and impartially perform
and discharge the duties of the Office of Trustee
and discharge the duties of the Office of Trustee
according to the law
according to the law
and the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I know it's hot. Thank you for coming out. A lot of people here. New era in Muttontown. Change everything that has been wrong. Work on everything that was good. Make it better. I just want to say a few thank yous to my wife, Anthony, my daughters, Magdalene, Paulina, and Constantina, my son, George, who's not here, my parents and my in-laws, and to all our campaign and people that helped us. Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.
Another round of applause for our new trustee. And speaking of police, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank our officers in the back. Thank you for everything you do for us on a daily basis. You're our heroes. Thank you. All right, Brian Fagen, it's your time to come up. Let's give him a round of applause. I just recently got to know Brian, and I have to say I was impressed from the very beginning. Even as we sat at lunch last week, I was deliberating on every word I said, because when you're in the presence of Brian and somebody as smart as Brian, you better bring your A game. He is inquisitive and naturally curious, always wanting deeper comprehension and to know more about a topic. He is able to use his intellect to pause and reflect, and I've observed that he's able to see a situation from all different angles. Most important to me, Brian is never satisfied with the status quo. He's hungry for solutions, and in addition to being a fantastic trustee, he will make an excellent incoming commissioner of the building department. Please welcome Trustee Brian Fagen. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Brian Fagen,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York
and the bylaws of the Village of Muttontown,
and the bylaws of the Village of Muttontown,
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
and discharge the duties of the Office of Trustee
and discharge the duties of the Office of Trustee
according to the law
according to the law
and the best of my ability.
and the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out on such a hot night, and seeing how many people have come out and supported us is really, it means a lot to all of us. And I want you all to know we're going to try our hardest to do everything we said we're going to do. It's going to take some time, but we will correct everything that made you guys so passionate about this election. And I'd also like to thank everyone that's helped out throughout the whole campaign. I'd like to thank my wife, and I'd like to thank my kids that aren't here tonight, my parents, my in-laws that are here, the mayors of the surrounding villages that took time out of their day to come here. It really means a lot to all of us, and we look forward to improving Muttontown and making it what we all know it can be. Thank you.
Just wanna get a picture. All right, another round of applause for our new trustee, Brian Fagen. All right, Dr. Prasad, can I bother you for a minute? So this one was really difficult for me, as I was faced with the question of what can be said to properly introduce one of the most dynamic and inspiring people I've ever met. Dr. Sudha Prasad wears many hats: practicing doctor, mom, civic activist, and now I'm excited to announce our new deputy mayor of the Village of Muttontown. I've spent hours texting and calling Sudha over the past few weeks, and my observations are as followed. She's detail-oriented, and if you want a project done, she is always up to the task, and she truly embodies the phrase, if you want something done, just ask a busy woman to do it. She is able to balance being a mom and a doctor and the coordinator of a hectic campaign schedule, so she clearly knows how to multitask. But the biggest takeaway for me was that through it all, through the stress and anxiety and nerves of a grueling campaign, the smile on Sudha's face was always present. She is truly a happy warrior, and I'm thrilled to call her my new partner in government. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Trustee Dr. Sudha Prasad. If I could have Sudha's family come up. Can I get on that side? Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Sudha Prasad,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York support
and the bylaws of the Village of Muttontown,
and the bylaws of the Village of Muttontown,
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
and discharge the duties
and discharge the duties
of the Office of Trustee
of the Office of Trustee
according to the law
according to the law
and the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Okay, everyone. Chris has been taking bets because I was telling everyone 4 sentences, and Chris, you're going to win. It is more than 4 sentences, but it's not that much more because it's so hot and soupy out here. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And I really am very happy to see the mayors from the surrounding villages. I really appreciate how much input you guys have given us along the way, and particularly the people who have helped us from the beginning with the Neighbors for a Better Muttontown campaign. We couldn't have done anything without you, so thank you so much. It's the hard work and tenacity of so many of you here today that drove us, and I'm going to now borrow a quote from my favorite show, Hamilton, that turned us from a moment to a movement. It's your energy and focus that really made today happen. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but we do need something from each of you. We need your continued willingness to bring your considerable talents and to participate in our new village government. Imagine what an amazing community Muttontown will become with this collection of talent, focus, and drive all around us. We have so many people here from so many different backgrounds, so many different professions, so much to contribute. It's really incredible. We will create a village where residents are committed to each other and to creating a vibrant and thriving Muttontown. So neighbors, Brian, Chris, Jim, let's get to work. Thank you.
Congratulations to our new trustee. Last but certainly not least, Muttontown is lucky to call James Liguori its new Chief Executive Officer. So, folks, there's winning an election, and then there's winning by a sizable margin, and then there's James, who was catapulted into office by a massive mandate of the people. I raise this not to inflate James's ego. You're welcome, Alex. I raise this because I hope he understands that this was not just another election. This election symbolizes the hope of an entire community. And your victory is also a burden to live up to the ideals that the people believe you have within you, to deliver good, fair, honest, and transparent government to the people, to serve with integrity, and for there never to be a question or worry about where your heart is at, to do the people's work. And I have not a shred of doubt in my mind that James is up to the task. I'm proud to say that having spent a lot of late nights on the phone, James is one of the best guys I know, and I'm proud to call you my new friend. His unique combination of intellect and compassion and tenacity and empathy makes him a formidable public official. And he knows that elected office is not about politics, but rather he considers himself a public servant. James, I cannot get to work together with you, and I'm proud to invite you up. So can we give a round of applause that all of Muttontown will hear for our new mayor, Dr. James Liguori. So we'll invite James's family up. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, James Liguori,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York
and the bylaws of the Village of Muttontown,
and the bylaws of the Village of Muttontown,
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
and discharge the duties of
and discharge the duties of
the office of mayor
the office of mayor
according to the law
according to the law
and the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. First off, this mayor gig is not bad at all. I can perform weddings. I can declare a state of emergency within Muttontown limits. Last week, I was called the Honorable James Liguori. Now, I've been called a lot of things, all right? So, not all of them are true, but I've been called a lot of things never honorable before. So anyway, now I want to thank some people. I want to thank Josh, obviously, for doing this. That's amazing. I want to thank the other mayors, of course, for coming out. I would like to thank, of course, my wife and my son, Alex. I have two other kids, Tyler and Veronica, but they're not here right now. Of course, I would like to thank my trustees, Dr. Sudha, Prasad, Chris Economou, Brian Fagen. Obviously, we have a lot of hard work to do. I would like to thank the party Neighbors for a Better Muttontown, and everybody put their work in. I think Sue, didn't you do all the food for tonight? Where are you, Sue? Let's have a round of applause for Sue. Sue has the food on the inside. Okay. I would like to thank Muttontown Police Department. I think we have some over there. We have some in the back. Round of applause for them. Over here we have two. Now, I just have one question. I get a gun, right? No? Because if I don't get a gun, I'm passing a law. I definitely want a gun. Just because I never shot one before, it doesn't mean I'm not going to be good at it. So, all right, anyway. Where do we practice? Back here? All right, anyway. Okay, all right, we have somebody who shot a gun. But I'm pretty good at that, you know, stand on one foot and left-handed. Okay, anyway. Most important, I want to thank everybody out there. I want to thank the residents of Muttontown. You came out in record numbers. You voted for all of us in record numbers. More important than your votes is you gave us your trust. And I know I can speak for myself, and obviously I can speak for my trustee candidates too. We absolutely will not let you down. Now, before we go back into the air conditioning and the food and the cake and everything else inside, I'm going to say one more time, it's written on the cake inside, and then I'm not going to say it again. Today is a new day in Muttontown. Thank you.
Can we give one round of applause for our new elected officials, the new team of Muttontown? Thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm looking forward to working with this amazing team. I look forward to serving all of you. Get home safe and God bless. Thank you, everybody.
I'm living right here and now, and I don't want to miss out. Is this what life's all about? The world is calling and I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening. I feel the freedom inside. Come on, let's go for a ride. I finally opened my eyes and I can see it so clearly. So clearly. Life is but a dream. And isn't it amazing? Now. Sometimes we have what it takes, sometimes we make our mistakes, and now the journey awaits, so don't you wanna come with me? Come with me. We'll make our way to the top, we'll never break, never stop, and when we get to the spot, we'll know we made it there together. We'll remember forever that life is but a dream. Isn't it amazing? Oh, life can be amazing. Oh, I feel my heartbeat racing. I'll fly something ever higher. I can light my inner fire, and then we'll see what happens now. What happens now? And then we'll see what happens now. What happens now? Watch what happens now. It's amazing, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing, it's amazing. It's amazing, it's amazing. Whoa, it's amazing, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing, it's amazing. It's amazing, it's Watch what happens now.
So neighbors, Brian, Chris, Jim, let's get to work. Thank you.